It's fam. I'm in my night clothes, so oh my gosh, I just got finished eating. I told you I made some meatless chili. However, it's the soy meat, and I gotta let that digest. But I'm trying, like I said, I wanted to make a couple videos, as many as I can before I have to get back on my regular schedule. But this video I'm making, right, is fair warning. Okay, fair warning. So I had my cousin, right? She went into the hospital to have her baby. So her baby is no goon. So that she went into, I think she had him on the 18th of March. Anyway, the family, was so excited. We got a new one coming, and all of this. And everybody thinking she was okay. So that was on like a Thursday. And then Friday, she she got sick. So they took her from a regular room and put her in ICU. But at the time, they was acting like it wasn't anything major, right? So then that was that Friday. That Sunday, she I got a call. I was at work. I got a call like all the family needs to get up to the hospital because Journey is the doctors is saying that she's not going to make it. She went into cardiac arrest. Okay? So come to find out, she went into cardiac arrest. They had to put her in an artificial coma. And then we find out that when they cut her, right, gave her a C-section and cut her, and she caught a staph infection. Okay? The staph infection was so deadly that it went through her bloodline and almost killed her. And I said almost because the angels of death was there, right? But so were so were the angels of life, the guardian angels, our ancestors, right? It wasn't her time. Well, I'm saying that to say to you, sisters, right? If you're going to have a baby, first of all, I'm not going to tell people just to jump out there and have a baby. But if you have a baby, prep and plan your birth, okay? Find you a doula. Find you someone that you can be at home and have your child naturally, okay? And when you do that, at least if something is not sterilized, if it has germs, it's your freaking germs. Now, they gave her a staph infection, and we don't know how she caught it. Well, we know how she caught it. It had to be dirty utensils. She didn't have it before she went in the operation room. But she ended up catching this deadly staph infection that almost took her out of this world. Okay, I'm dead serious. We, and then another thing about it is like, so when they called the family to come up there, right? She doesn't have a small family like my grandmother. It's like 200 and something of us in this freaking city. Then her mother has a big family, right? So when we got to the hospital, right? Even the fucking security was kind of nervous, right? So they already knew, like, this life right here, we just can't play with her like we play with the average person coming through this ER, well, ICU, okay? There is power in unity, okay? You gotta use your unity. Not only is there power in unity, there is also power in energy, the healing energy, right? When you all come together and you meditate, to Jesus, Muhammad, the Orishas, whoever you want to do that. I've seen this so many times, over and over again. I have seen this with my own two eyes. Nobody telling me this. I've seen it. So when they said to me, Journey is not going to make it, and then, everybody is like already prepping for her to go, right? You know what I said? She's not going anywhere. The angels are with her. The ancestors is with her. She will pull through. So what they did, they had to wait and wake her up. When they woke her up, she came out of the coma and did well so far. She's still not out of the woods. However, she's alive. 'Cause, we just, and then all of the family, I went down there and played with her baby for about an hour because she never even got a chance to bond with her son, right? She never got a chance to bond with her son. So the family went down, and we were down, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. They were like, this is so beautiful that, you guys come and you support this baby. This is going to be a special baby because this baby already has so much love. I sat and I rocked him and I kept saying to him, Journey. I was calling his mother's name and he was just smiling. Gorgeous baby. Gorgeous, 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 right? He's here for a reason. She's here for a reason. Her name is Journey. There's no mistake about her name and her mission, right? So with that being said, right, I was see, not only did I go through that with her, people realize one thing about me. I'm very experienced with that trauma thing because when my son was shy, he was in ICU, and his thing, it's not even comparable to what he went through, right? But he pulled through, right? Even the doctor said, I don't know how he's still here. You know, we just don't understand how he's still here. He's not supposed to be here. They were sitting me down having classes with me, explaining to me if this do work, then this is not going to work. If this don't function, then that's not going to function. I had to make the decision to take one of his kidneys out. But if I didn't take his kidney out, if I didn't make that decision, he would have walked around with some shit sticking out of him. And I didn't want him to wake up and say, Mom, why the hell you do this to me, right? So I had to make that choice. So now he walks around with one kidney, so he can't do, all of the physical things that he used to do. But guess what? He's here. So he's thankful for that. Now I'm gonna move forward with this, right? I'm saying that to say this. The ancestors are real, okay? The ancestors are real. If you listen to a motherfucker tell you the ancestors ain't real, the ancestors ain't shit, why you calling on the ancestors and all this stuff, that's a demon. That's a demon. Because we are our ancestors, okay? No, hell no, we ain't got to go to no grave site and worship them. And when we sermons them up, we don't have to sermons them up through all that crazy shit. We just know when we call on these certain ancestors and these energies that never die, that's always within us. This energy is here to help us. So don't you sit there and let a motherfucker tell you that you should not honor or worship your ancestors. That's the reason why a lot of us is fucked up now, right? And going to early graves. Because they don't honor the ancestors. They don't understand how to call on them. They say you call on your guardian angels. Yeah, you can call on your guardian angels, but I can call on my Titi Muji. You know what I mean? My Nana Elizabeth. My T.O. Aaron. It's these things. You don't ever, I'm telling you now, right? Wherever you throw out in the universe gonna come the fuck back to you. There is, man is always trying to be greater than God, right? And he think he know every fucking thing. And she too. Okay? No one has ever really deciphered the whole key to this universe, okay? Or this solar system. But we all bear witness to what's called miracles. Whether you're a Christian, you pray to Jesus, and that energy is thrown out in the universe. Whether you do your rakahs, whether you pour libations, it doesn't matter. This is all about mind. The mind is all about energy. It's all about knowing how to harness that energy. And it's definitely all about knowing your past. So while you in the present, you can project your future. Okay? Because a motherfucker, you can say what they want, but they always talking to an ancestor. Okay? Or they going to always tell you a story about an ancestor. Whether it's their parents, grandparents, brother, sister, whatever. So don't you ever, right? Like I said, whatever you throw into the universe is going to come back to you sevenfold. So when you hear people disrespecting the ancestors and, saying all this stuff like, like the universe doesn't have laws that you're supposed to abide by, right? Know that their days is getting shorter and shorter, right? And soon they will bear witness to the ancestors because they will become one themselves, right? And you run around here with all this rhetoric talking about the ancestors ain't shit. Yeah, ancestors this, ancestor. You're gonna die. You're gonna die off because remember you told nobody to keep you in memory. Let's put it that way, right? When I return, I've already talked to my children. I don't want you going out to the graveyards, right? I don't want you having all these parties and in memory shit for me. I don't want that. But what I want you to do is know and understand how to conjure me when you are in need of my assistance. No different than the guardian angels, no different than any other energy that you have access to, not only in the land of the living, but also in the spiritual world. We don't die. Ancestors cannot die. So for you to say fuck the ancestors, it's like saying fuck yourself, right? I don't get it. Like I said, I ain't telling people to become a cult worshiping your ancestors, but respect them. And if you ever feel the need that you need to you need help from one, right? Talk to them. They're listening. And they not in space listening, they right within you. Right? Our minds are very powerful. Every ancestor that we have still has some type of DNA within our bodies. So don't say that they're dead and gone. Hell no. They'll always live. I'm not going to hold you. I told you guys I wanted to try to make as many videos as I could, but I am extremely tired. My daughter had me up cooking. It's like 4 o'clock here. And I still have to go out of town in the morning to see my Nana because guess what? She gonna call me at 6 o'clock, right? So I got like 4 hours, 3, 4 hours before I get that phone call. And then I'll doze off for a little while. Then I'll wake back up. Then I'll hop in my truck and I'm on the highway to go check her out, right? Because I don't play when it comes to her, right? And she is transitioning from this world to the spiritual world. And the thing she's saying to me now, I am absorbing it because she's 92. She's the last of all her siblings, right? Last of all of her siblings. She's the last one left. She got people from all over coming to see her, right? A matriarch of the family, right? And you think when my grandmother returned that I'm not going to honor and worship her or conjure her when I'm in need and assistance for her wisdom? Fuck out of here. I hate to curse, but stop listening to these, dead-minded, no soulless people. Because guess what's happening? They're telling you not to worship the ancestors. Meanwhile, they out here worshiping an entity. Trust me, they are. They can say not all they want, right? But sometimes if you listen to them say that shit and then keep listening, you'll hear them contradict themselves because everybody in some shape, form, or fashion honors their ancestors, right? Like I said, that's why a lot of shit is going on with us because we have lost our way. We have lost, we have cut off the communication, not only with the ancestors, but the universe itself. This earth itself. The earth is a living tree of life. Talk to her, she gonna listen, right? Talk to the universe, he gonna listen, right? Talk to the stars, the baby's gonna listen. That's simple. It's not nothing hard to do. Ain't nothing fucking spooky about that. But I'm telling you now, all right? I'm telling you now, don't you ever, long as you're breathing on this planet, turn your back on your ancestors, okay? I love you guys. I am extremely tired. I just wanted to bring that to you. And like I said, with you sisters, get you a doula. Have your baby at home. Stop going to these hospitals. They don't give a fuck about you or your child. And like I said, I don't think if my family didn't come in there as deep as we came in there, she probably would have been gone. But I could sense the nervousness in these people afterwards. Like, oh shit, oh man, we can't play with her. Okay. So that's what I want you sisters to do. Those in your childbearing ages, just be mindful going to these hospitals and going under these knives and for these surgeries and stuff because you're playing a dangerous game. Okay. That being said, I'm about to get some rest, keep vibrations high. And hopefully I will build with you tomorrow. Peace.